Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at hibofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program.
How you think you gonna get my respect? How you a man that can't keep your own spirit in check? That's the difference from rookies and vets. I tend to focus on the game, they rather complain to the reps. But life not a game of scrimmage. You get both your legs broken thinking you standing on chef business. We talking truth, I'm the best witness. I'd rather die than be left in this world. Y'all wanna be left in it. Talking about the laws done away with it.
Shalom, shalom, family.
Shalom. Yo, shalom, family.
Hey, shalom. As we waiting on Captain DeRock, man. Hey, we coming back with another Truth Tuesday, man. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and shout out our members. And with the water for y'all patience too. You know, we have to get everything set up, get everything together. It's gonna be a, you know how we do. It's gonna be a powerful lesson, man. It's gonna be a powerful lesson. We're gonna get the chat involved. It's gonna be beautiful. Asherallah, you could shout out the members.
Shalom. All right, YouTube members. Shalom, Wanda Done. Shalom, sis. Shalom, Soldier Yaikwab. Shalom, Shalom, Abayanam. Yasharala, Salaki, if I mispronounce your name. Shalom. Soldier Richard Perez. Shalom, Yatham. Shalom to that brother, man. Shalom. Soldier DeRock. Shalom. Kenny Naphtali, Shalom, one of our prospects, Shalom, Pillars of Rest, stand up. Asaya, House of Nakawa Shah, Shalom. John Allen, Shalom. Shalom, Samari Yasharala, another Pillars of Rest. Adawan Warrior Maka'ala, Shalom, Shalom. Kazak, Shalom, Shalom Carlotta, another Pillars of Rest, Shalom. Danyala Yasharala, Shalom, the brother Abaya, Shalom, Soldier Abaya. Adawan Yakaria, Shalom. Soldier Jacobus, Shalom. Adawan Kawal, Shalom. William Fields Jr., Shalom. Tim Lawson Jr., one of our prospects, Shalom, Mark. YTF, you don't need it. Shalom, Mark. Soldier Nassim, Shalom, Shalom. Might be all of them, Adawan. Salaki, we'll scroll down to the bottom. That's all of them, Adawan. Oh, Salaki, y'all's a bad. Mighty Levi, Shalom, Mark. That's all of them, Adawan. The water to our YouTube members. Shalom.
Khan, shalom, family, shalom. Hey, Khan, hey, coming up, we do got new moon coming up. what is that? August 3rd.
Right?
August 3rd. I believe that is
Friday.
It's a Saturday.
Oh no, it might be going into the Saturday.
Or it might be Friday.
Salaki.
I think it's Saturday though.
One, you correct. Salaki.
Saturday. You guys, it's Saturday, man. We got new moon, August 3rd. And come feast with us. Just send an email, right, to sotfeastday@gmail.com. Get in the building. If not, join us virtually. We also be doing it live through the YouTube, right, for our Patreon members. Definitely tune into the Patreon, man. It's great. It's busting right now. Great content on the Patreon. Shout out to all our Patreon members. Pillars of Rest. The Pillars of Rest already stood up in the chat.
They deep, Padawan. They deep.
Oh, they deep. Hey, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the Pillars of Rest, man.
Salaki.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lucky, I missed a few YouTube members who came in late. Sister Araya, Shalom, Abadia, or Prospect, Shalom, and Louis Donez, Shalom. You got it, Adawan.
Khan, Shalom. Go ahead, Adawan. If you wanted to, get in there and say anything too.
Khan, hey, you want to say the water to everybody that join us, everybody join us another Truth Tuesday. We do our best to bring the truth according to the Bible, not according to the wicked kingdom. And like the brother's been saying, the water to the members, the water for helping to spread his word, the water to the Patreon members. We appreciate you. And all your brothers and sisters that watch the videos, hit the thumbs up, that share the classes, mighty the water from all of us here, Sons of Thunder. It's very important, especially in these times. It's very important that at least one or two of our people get this word, right? That's the whole point of us doing these lessons. The whole point of us, using our afternoons to give the truth according to the Bible. So again, the water to everybody. The Pillars of Rest, I see you in the chat. Shalom, mighty sisters. Mighty sisters right there doing the work, man. Sisters really want to. It just shows you, right? We got brothers and sisters that want to get the kingdom. This thing, we got to do it together. We got to do it as a team. We got to come together as a nation to get this kingdom. We are not going to get this kingdom just by only men. Men are the head teachers, but we still need our sisters. We need the whole body. We need the children. We need the elderly. We need everybody to come help us out do this work, right? So I do want to say mighty to water to everybody. I appreciate you guys. Everybody here since Thunder does appreciate you guys. It really does go a long ways. Like I said, even just hitting the thumbs up, it really does go a long ways. So we appreciate each and every single one of you. The water. Are you with that, King? Go ahead, King.
Khan. Always appreciate y'all, family. And again, hey, Tabernacles, major coming up. That's major coming up. If you've already RSVP'd, if you haven't, do that now. But for Tabernacles, we are a shalom to the Captain Durant. Tabernacles is on the way.
Family.
God.
Salaki for my tardiness, man. Salaki is for my tardiness. But like the brother said, with this finger, Tabernacles is coming up. Y'all make sure y'all RSVP.
Yeah.
And those that RSVP, right? Oh, hold on. Let me see this little flyer. Make sure y'all RSVPing for this tabernacle. All right? All praise to the Most High. We keeping the tabernacle right here. Shown, hosted by Sons of Thunder. But if you're not able to make it to tabernacle, we still looking out for y'all.
Right.
Send us an email at this SOT Feast Day. All right? And what we can do is compensate. Because you wasn't there physically. But we can send you a t-shirt. So if you would like a SOT authorized Feast of Tabernacle t-shirt, go ahead and still send an email at that Sons of the SOT Feast Day at gmail.com. If you would like a t-shirt. If you're not able, we would like to give y'all some memorabilia still, right? And those that are coming to Feast of Tabernacle, make sure you inquire about that Feast of Tabernacle, that authorized SOT Feast of Tabernacle shirt. Make sure you come on. Make sure you y'all come on, and if you're not able to come on, get that shirt. All right. All praises to the Most High. They shouted the people out, man. Hey, the Pillars of Rest is standing up. Patreon gang is standing up. All praises to the Most High God. Thank y'all for supporting us. SOT. Hey, Feast of Tabernacles 2024 RSVP. Get your shirt. Get your shirt, right? Pillars of Rest always standing on business. All praises to the Most High God, man. Hey, y'all stay up in here. We're going to get into something real good. Kamala Harris. Is she our last hope? Is Kamala Harris our last hope as Black and Hispanic people? We're going to see, man. Are you brothers from other camps allowed to attend? Yeah, brother, RSVP, bro. RSVP. All right, send us an email at the SOT Feast Day. Maybe I need to scroll it at the bottom for them. Right, I appreciate you brothers for holding it down while I was trying to get set up. All praise to the Most High God for y'all brothers, man. That's why you got brothers, man. Right? All praises. Right? Somebody said, yeah, nah, she ain't. Yeah, I like this energy. Nah, she ain't. She had to clarify. Kamala Harris, she's not for us. Right? Okay, so y'all bruised feel some type of way about Kamala Harris. But I know why. The world forgot, though. The world forgot about her. Right? But before I tap in with that, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the SOT Alabama channel, the SOT Florida channel, man. They doing big work through the spirit and power of the Most High God. And first and foremost, I would like to give all praise to our Heavenly Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose true name is Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Right? All praises to the Heavenly Father. Man, what is that? What emoji is this? Somebody help me out. I got it.
I think that's an airplane chair.
There's an airplane chair. What does that mean?
That brother's throwing a heavy ass chair.
He's throwing that. Right? Isn't the Kamala an Edomite?
Yeah.
I don't know what she is. I think she's not a black woman. I know that for a fact. She's not a black woman. This brother said a new chair. Okay, God, praises to the Most High. But it's a new chair. He got a new chair. And he's throwing an airplane chair at this notion, man. So let's go ahead and dive.
Hey,
right?
I don't want to take that. Brother ask a question at night is why y'all prophesy with your head covered? Yeah, my head is hella covered.
Who said that?
Night go watch. Hey, I show your head cover, King.
Yeah,
That's a nice covered head, King.
my crown
This
is
is a forehead. I know that for a fact. This is a forehead.
Wait, so because I got the hairband on, am I still prophesying with my head?
Man.
I'm just asking.
Hey, I should maybe take off the roof off the house so my head is not covered.
These brothers, the top of their head is showing. We teach us that's not covering your head, all right? Because we do acknowledge Christ. So we wouldn't wear a talith, we wouldn't wear a hat when we're teaching and praying to the Most High. We would take that off.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. Right? But if y'all have any questions, y'all put them in the chat. We can answer them at the end. Thank y'all for joining us for another Truth Tuesday. Let's go ahead and dive up in this thing. Right? So if y'all haven't known already, Joe Biden out there. Right? Joe Biden embarrassed himself. I'm gonna ask the elder. Ask Amari. I got this little sticker of Joe Biden looking confounded. Right?
What is it?
I want y'all to have that sticker. I'm gonna tell the elder to make that into an emoji so y'all can put it on these because it's a perfect little job, right? But he got cooked on the debate with against Donald Trump. He got cooked up, right? And the Democrats had to get him out of there. They had to get him out of there, right? And in his stead, they brought in Kamala Harris, right? Somebody tell me how much money she raised for her campaign in like one day, right? How many days was it?
1 day out of one.
In 1 day,
Record breaking.
How much money did she raise for her campaign? Let me see. Somebody put it in the chat. Those brothers, those studious brothers and sisters that's quicker than me. Go ahead and let me give me that information. Kamala Harris. I'm about to type it too. Kamala Harris.
I know how much, but I want the people to say it.
Oh, you know how much?
Hey, how much points did Kobe Bryant score against the Raptors?
Hold on, against the Raptors.
Yeah, I can't remember with his highest scoring game.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I thought he dropped 81 on
Yeah, it was Raptors. 81.
Oh,
yeah,
Jalen Rose was playing for the Raptors?
No, Kobe. Kobe scored 81. Anyway, he scored 81 points. She got 81 million in 1 day.
Dang. Who donated?
Supposedly.
crazy.
So this woman got 81 million for her campaign in one day. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, on Jalen Rose, that's right.
Yeah,
On
he
Jalen
did
Rose.
on Jalen Rose. He was dropping buckets on Cuz. I wonder who because I as Israelites in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 19, right? Because welcome to True Tuesday. We believe in the Bible over here. But in the Bible, it says make a diligent inquisition, right? But I believe most of that money is coming from the so-called black community. And women at that. Right? And the reason why I believe that is these antics that's coming after this, right? Because now all of a sudden, black men are the enemies of Kamala Harris' campaign. They're saying that now. She just got up it. She just started her campaign, just got her fundraiser, right? And now all of a sudden, we're the enemies. Black men are the enemy of her campaign. Why are we becoming an enemy now? Right? And that's all. This is it's all part of this this politic plan, right? Where black men and black women are now being separated by their beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being separated in this by this race, by this because of this hope in Kamala Harris, right? Now you an enemy, so-called black man. But realistically, what has Kamala Harris done to validate her as this savior for our community? Right? What has she done? You sent that email, Amari. Right? What has she really done for our community? Where you sent it to me?
I'm doing it right. I have it saved. I'm doing it right now. So
okay, yeah. You know my email?
Do I? I think it's first and last name at gmail.com.
DJ and Darius at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, Con. Yeah, send that to me. Right? And I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, Con, because y'all gotta understand, like I need to, she's an AKA, right? She locked brothers up. She did. She was getting brothers locked up before she became vice president, right? And the thing is, matter of fact, let's play this video. I got a whole bunch of videos to show y'all where these videos are gonna talk. Go into the chat. Y'all were all
Which one out of one?
Give me the video where Tulsi,
okay.
Yeah,
Tulsi Goldberg.
Yeah, she cooked her. Right.
All right, kind of another one.
Let's go up in there. Let's go to that video. Right. Because what happened was this whole thing is crazy because in the beginning, I don't know if y'all knew or not, Kamala Harris was running against Joe Biden and was Joe Biden's biggest adversary. And after this debate, she got cooked up and then she fell up out of the race. Then joined Joe Biden's team. Right? Right? Oh, hold on, Kaya. Oh, buddy. Slow your roll. Right? Because look, when we looking at this thing, she the biggest hope. She's gonna do the most. If you voting for Donald Trump, you're not for the black community. You're not this. You're not that. Right? You're against us. But really, let's look at Kamala Harris. Let's put a microscope to her and let's see what's really going on. And then I'm gonna tell y'all my position on the thing. Right? But let's see something. Let's see something when it comes to this woman right here. Let's bring up this first video. Start that up. See what's going on. Look at this, y'all.
Any timestamp you want out of one, or just let it play?
Nah, just play it. Just play it. Just let's rock out.
Put that. What's that thing we put on?
Yeah, I'm about to put it on right now.
Count out of one.
We'll do your thing. Hey, we viewing this video for educational purposes, man, and scholarship purposes.
Quickly on the issue of busing in the 1970s, having benefited from busing when you were a young child. Vice President Biden says that your current position on busing, you're opposed to federally mandated busing, that position is the same as his position. Is he right?
That is simply false. And let's be very clear about this. When Vice President Biden was in the United States Senate working with segregationists to oppose busing, which was the vehicle by which we would integrate America's public schools, had I been in the United States Senate at that time, I would have been completely on the other side of the aisle. And let's be clear about this. Had those segregationists their way, I would not be a member of the United States Senate. Cory Booker would not be a member of the United States Senate. And Barack Obama would not have been in a position to nominate him to the title he now holds. And so on that issue, we could not be more apart, which is that the vice president has still failed to acknowledge that it was wrong to take the position that he took at that time. Now, I would like to also talk about this conversation about Eric Garner, because I too met with his mother. And one of the things that we've got to be clear about is that this president of the United States, Donald Trump, while he has been in office, has quietly been allowing the United States Department of Justice to shut down consent decrees, to stop pattern and practice investigations. On that case, we also know that the Civil Rights Division, this is important, the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice said charges should have been filed, but this United States Department of Justice usurped, and I believe it is because that president did not want those charges to go forward, and they overrode a decision by the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice. Under my administration, the Civil Rights Division will reign, and there will be independent investigations.
Vice President Biden, I want to give you a chance to respond to what Senator Harris just said.
This is before he was Sleepy Joe. Right? This is before he got sleepy. This is before that dementia started kicking in, right? So she trying to cook him, right? And then after she tried to cook him by saying, hey, no, we don't believe the same thing. Actually, he, right, is opposing to certain things. Then she started taking shots at dang on Donald Trump, right? And trying to boost her. She's trying to destroy these men and pull herself up as, I believe in these civil rights, right? And I'm gonna do this, that, and third. This is to try to appeal to a certain group of people, right? So with this standing, with her saying this, you would think, you know what? Oh, see, what are y'all talking about? She is our hope. She is gonna stand for us. This is an old debate, but she may have these same ideologies. So what are y'all talking about? Well, let's see. Continue to play the video.
Attorney General for 8 years in the state of California. There were two of the most segregated school districts in the country, in Los Angeles and in San Francisco. And she did not, I didn't see a single solitary time she brought a case against them to desegregate them. Secondly, she also is in a situation where she had a police department when she was there that in fact was abusing people's rights. And the fact was that she, in fact, was told by her own people, that her own staff, that she should do something about and disclose to defense attorneys like me that you, in fact, have been, the police officer did something that did not give you information, would exculpate your client. She didn't do that. She never did it. And so what happened? Along came a federal judge and said, enough, and he freed 1,000 of these people. If you doubt me, Google 1,000 prisoners freed, Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Vice President Biden. And Senator Harris, your response?
This is simply not true. And as Attorney General of California, where I ran the second largest Department of Justice.
Does everybody see what's going on? She's Jim Crow Kamala, man. And Jim Crow Joe. They both they the Jim Crow squad. This is Shaq and Kobe as pertaining to locking black men up. Right? This is Shaq and Kobe, man, right? When it comes to locking up your men, right? And now they're trying to this is crazy to me, because now, this is a situation where it's like the pot is calling the kettle black. Am I wrong? Put a 7 in the chat if you agree. Right? And we the Israelites, man, so we don't put these things, we don't mess with none of them, right? Because our king is Christ. How we looking for the kingdom to come, how we looking for our brothers and sisters to come out of this destructive mindset and community is by us and the work we put in, right? But in this instance, when we examining this, bro, it's like You're talking to me about something that you're doing. You both did, right? This man with the crime bill, and her with her what was she a prosecutor in the Bay, right? Right, she a prosecutor in the Bay, and it's it's stories. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna let it happen because they fighting. They're trying to cook each other by their by their past, right? By what they used to do, right? And it's bad for them both. And so you some of y'all can see this is why they teamed up in the whole place, because it's like, damn, we both our dirt is being put on display. Hey man, we need to help each other out at this point. You see? But continue to play this video, because if you think she got cooked then, wait until after. All right?
This in the United States, second only to the United States Department of Justice. I am proud of the work we did, work that has received national recognition for what has been the important work of reforming a criminal justice system and cleaning up the consequences of the bills that you passed when you were in the United States Senate for decades.
Pause it.
It was the work of creating one of the first in the nation.
Because she said, she pointed at cuz, said, we're, hey, I'm proud of the work that I did for the stuff that you, for the bills that you passed, right? She trying to get buck with Joe Biden. Joe Biden can't even stand it, right? Keep playing the video. This is crazy.
Come on, Sleepy, hit back.
Come on, hit back. Fight back.
Hey, I don't want, like JB saying, slime Trump wanted that slide.
Right.
Trump slime.
Hey, slide, hey, The Rock.
What's up?
Hey, what Trump say? Fight.
Trump said fight. Come on, Biden, fight. Go ahead, play the video.
Initiatives around re-entering former offenders and getting them jobs and counseling.
Thank you, Senator.
I did the work as Attorney General of putting body cameras on special agents in the state of California, and I'm proud of that work.
I want to bring in Congresswoman Gabbard. Congresswoman Gabbard, you took issue with Senator Harris confronting Vice President Biden at the last debate. You called it a, quote, false accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and
Joe Biden is in fact a racist. For the record, if y'all want a class on how Joe Biden's a racist, put some sevens in the chat. We'll make a whole class on how Joe Biden is really racist. Right? But Joe Biden's racist, but I'm gonna send you a clip, y'all. This video is gonna be filled with clips, y'all. All right, so y'all may have to watch the video back. But Joe Biden is in fact a racist, and I'm gonna show y'all how your brothers, how your so-called black men act when Joe Biden's around. But go ahead and play this video. I'm gonna play this video.
Hey, you got Jake fighting at work. I don't want to argue about the two Edomites.
Right. It's so wild.
Jake eating their lunch all sour, fighting about Trump and them Trump slime.
Joe Biden. What are we doing?
brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people.
Run her from the top. Start at rewind to when she first started talking.
At the last debate, you called it a, quote, false accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response?
He's got cooked.
As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about reentering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because I know that criminal justice system is so broken, that I am an advocate for what we need to do to not only decriminalize, but legalize marijuana in the United States.
I want to bring Congresswoman Gabbard
Yo,
back in.
imagine that.
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a
Imagine that. I incarcerated over, she said 15,000, right? Men for marijuana. Now I'm trying to legalize it.
That's crazy.
What about the men that's in jail? And back when Kanye West was with Kim Kardashian, she posted that. Like, so aren't y'all, so y'all gonna, now that y'all legalize marijuana, can y'all now go into the prisons and take out all of those falsely, or those dramatically accused men that serving time for marijuana? Now that y'all have legalized it, can they get pardoned now? Kim Kardashian said that also in so few words, but she said that, right? Because it don't make sense for you to incarcerate so many men for something. Then your campaign now becomes what? I'm gonna legalize marijuana. I'm gonna fight for y'all. You can't be in a position where you're prosecuting so-called black men, holding them hostage in prison, right? Hiding evidence, right? Falsifying evidence in the case of your peers or the people that's around you, so-called white men and police officers, right? You're hiding evidence for them, but you're hiding evidence that'll get a man free and hiding evidence that'll lock men up. This woman is unequal. Now us, at the Israelite school, man, Sons of Thunder, right? We believe in the doctrine, right, taught by Christ called repentance, right? And so a man changing from his ways, a woman changing from her ways and becoming a new creature. We believe in that wholeheartedly, right? But when you're that same person, right, you found no repentance. You never changed, right? And that's the instant when we talking about Kamala Harris, because Arshala sent me this little clip of her saying this little statement. Basically, she's moving forward. We have to move forward unburdened by our past, right? She says that often, how we have to move forward as pertaining her, unburdened by her past, right? But not changing the things or the ways that she act. Well, Durant, why do you say she hasn't changed? Well, I mean, she hasn't, right? Now talk about Trump bullshit also. ORW. You think I'm gonna talk about Kamala Harris and not talk about Trump? Definitely gonna talk about Trump, man. So just calm down.
I don't want.
Enjoy the show.
Do we care about Trump, Kamala Harris, or even George Washington?
No, we don't. No, if we go, what president? What's the number of president? Well, I mean,
46. We got in office right now. 47 will maybe be the next one. 47.
46. So all 46 presidents didn't care about so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right?
I want all of them as my slaves. Simple as
that. All praises to the Most High, man, and that's what we wish. We want all of them in chains, right? But none of them did. None of them cared or did anything for the Black community, for the Hispanic community. None of them do anything for us, right? So now for me to now think that this presidential election is going to somehow change after all of the years of nothing changing, all of the years of nobody trying to benefit our people, after all of those years, for me to think that somebody's actually going to care, Nobody's putting in any effort, right? Let's finish this video out. Let's bring this other one up. Just because while we moving in this spirit, is moving in this direction.
Difference and an impact in these people's lives. You did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
Senator Harris.
My entire career, I have been personally opposed to the death penalty, and that has never changed. And I dare anybody who is in a position to make that decision, to face the people I have faced, to say, I will not seek the death penalty. That is my background. That is my work. I am proud of it. I think you can judge people by when they are under fire, and it's not about some fancy opinion on a stage, but when they're in the position to actually make a decision, what do they do? When I was in the position of having to decide whether or not to seek a death penalty on cases I prosecuted, I made a very difficult decision that was not popular to not seek the death penalty. History shows that, and I am proud of those decisions.
Senator Harris, thank you very much. Senator Bennett, a question for you. Why are you the best candidate to heal the racial divide that exists in this country today, which has been stoked by the president's racist rhetoric?
First of all, the president's racist rhetoric should be enough grounds for everybody in this.
I can't play this video, bro.
Want to get another one out of one?
Yeah, get the first video.
Okay.
Cause so. Damn. All right, Kanye, pull up that next video. I'm trying to send myself this video real fast. Pull up the first one.
The first, okay, kind of. Let me get it real quick. So, like a fan, we'll get it right now, family.
Which video is it?
It's the very first one you sent, Salakia. When she's going into like anti-Asian hate in America.
It's in the back. I don't want whenever you're ready. But comment, it just shows you. It just shows you how much of a hypocrite she is, and what we're trying to show you from the beginning, before she's even right now she's running for president, right? If she didn't care about so-called black and brown men in the beginning of her career, not even the beginning of her career, a couple years back, what makes you think she doesn't care now? Right. The only thing she doesn't care about is the same thing Biden cared about. Everybody see, even the so-called Republican Edomites, they're angry. Why are they angry? Because all of June, the White House, they had it out there near the rainbow color, right? That's all she cares about. The sexy reds of this world and the damn rainbow coalition. Besides that, she does not care about any of us. For example, if she cared so much about a black man, she would marry a black man, but she didn't. She used to date black men, but guess what? Now she married with an Edomite. That's always going to be her priority. The Edomite race, of course, and most importantly, nowadays, according to their logic, the Rainbow Coalition and the sexy reds. Because keep the people destroyed, that's the main thing. If she didn't care before, she's not going to care now. Whenever you're ready with the video, I don't want.
I'm glad you said that, right? Because let's start there. If we're hoping for Kamala Harris to get in office, what has she done as the vice president? And I know this is like a biased crowd, but can I get some honest brothers and sisters to tell me what has she done for our community, for the people that's going to be lobbying and backing her up, right? For her election, for her to be elected. What has she done for this community? Right? I need to know.
And a quick point, I don't want. You see this, the way this government works, right? If one of us break the law, guess what? That's on your record forever. That's on your record forever. It will forever be brought up. If you're trying to get a government job, guess what? They're going to bring that crime you committed when you were 10 years old. No lie, I'm telling you. They will literally bring up everything since you were a little kid. But when it comes to government officials, why can't we do that? Why can't we use their past against them? They use it against us. But Jake was still running to jump out the window for these damn candidates. It makes no damn sense. They don't forgive us for nothing, but yeah, they want us to forgive them like that. And guess what? They get forgiven like that. That's why you got Jake not calling Trump slime. They will never forgive us. But yeah, we gotta forgive them, and guess what? We gotta put them in that office now. We gotta donate our hard-earned money to put them in that office. For what? I would say this politics is only for rich people. Meaning, who's rich? We're not. We are rich, but not according to this kingdom. Are you with that one?
I'm gonna bring it. So let's see who he's. Cause I don't know, y'all seem stuck. I haven't seen. That's a good question. So I don't. Let's see who she has done something for. So this is the VP Harris on AAPI hate crimes. If anybody know, this is Asian American hate crimes, right? So what she decided to do, her and Joe Biden, this they less. I think she gonna say it, they like less than 100 days in office, right? And they already dropping a bill for Asian hate. Let's play this video.
Listen, I mean, Gail, look, you've got 6 Asian American women in Asian American businesses. And, you know, just when you look at it, you have to ask this question, which is what is going on? And the seriousness of AAPI hate crime, especially over the course of the last year, is profound. People are being assaulted. People are being, cursed out. People are being treated. People are being denied service because they are Asian American. And look, I think we have to be clear that we have a history in America that we need to deal with, a history that included the Chinese Exclusion Act as a law, that we interned Japanese Americans who also fought for the liberties of Americans in war. And we have this rise in hate crimes. And when I was Attorney General of California, I published a hate crime report every year. It's not new, but it has grown, and it must be confronted and dealt with. Well, what do we do? A number of things. One, we have to hold the people who commit hate crimes accountable. We also need to speak the truth about our history and not gloss over it. We need to also talk about what we must do to really think about how we define who is an American.
Pause it.
And understand that.
So now we're looking at this right here, and we seeing this standard. She's saying, remember our history, right? Listen. Matter of fact, rewind it, and we're gonna go point for point and see if that's done to the so-called Black community. Because now this Asian hate crime bill was passed, right? But so-called Black Americans, Hispanic Americans have been hated and mistreated in America longer than that, right? Laws and legislation were passed against to oppress them, but there is no such bill that exists to stop you from receiving hate. There is no rule or regulation or legislation passed by them, right, for anything that has to do with police brutality. Absolutely nothing was passed or trying to be passed at all, right? But Asians get a bill passed. Go ahead, King, what's your point?
Salakia, I believe at about 1 minute and 30 seconds, he starts going heavily into catering towards immigrants, but she leaves out a very important immigrant group. I let everybody be able to decide which immigrant group that is.
Go ahead and play the video, King.
Because they are Asian American. And look, I think we have to be clear that we have a history in America that we need to deal with, a history that included the Chinese Exclusion Act as a law, that we interned Japanese Americans who also fought for the liberties of Americans in war. And we have this.
So we had Jim Crow, right, as a law, as laws, right? The 13th Amendment as a law, right? people, you know, so-called Black and Hispanic men in slavery was fighting in the Civil War. She needs to stop it. Somebody said, man, stop it, right? But, I mean, all of these things are grounds for a hate crime bill, right? Keep playing the video.
Rise in hate crimes. And when I was Attorney General of California, I published a hate crime report every year. It's not new, but it has grown, and it must be confronted and dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do we do? A number of things. One, we have to hold the people who commit hate crimes accountable. We also need to speak the truth about our history and not gloss over it. We need to also talk about what we must do to really think about how we define who is an American, and understand that it is the very essence of the strength of our nation that we are a land of immigrants, people who have come from around the globe here and have contributed to our vitality, our strength, and all people are part of that. The Chinese helped build the railroads of America. We can go down the list.
So hold on. So now building the railroads is key to start remembering the history. What about building the whole economic structure of America?
Building that stinky White House she lives in.
Yeah.
Who built that?
Let's
start.
Let's start there. Just listen to the things that she's saying. All of these things are grounds for a hate crime bill to be passed for Asians. But if you apply that same formula to so-called Black people, why hasn't it been done yet? Why isn't she, if she's your hope, why hasn't she led the charge in the flag on getting those things passed for you? Give me the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 6. Let's get some Bible.
Talking about the them Asian hate. When has she convicted any of them Moabites that have been beating our sisters up in the them nail salons? Right. Not once I've seen a conviction. But I've seen many videos of that. Go ahead.
So you wanted Lamentations 4 and 6?
That's what I want.
God, I'm already there out of one. Okay. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 6. From the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom.
Get 17.
On 17. As for us, our eyes are yet failed, for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Right. So look, we've watching for a people that can't save us. Right? That's literally what's happening. We're watching for people. Hold on. We're watching for people and to make a legislation that's not going to happen. That's what's happening to the so-called Black community. We're looking for Joe Biden. We're looking for Donald Trump. And we're now looking as a new hope to Kamala Harris to help us. But she's not going to do nothing for us. What's going to happen if she makes her campaign all about so-called Black and Hispanic people? Helping them.
Civil War for gangster.
What's going to happen to her?
Civil War.
You can't. Slocky.
Go ahead.
You can't run a platform like that. You can't run a platform that your target is Black people. You can't even make that public, right? You're racist. What about us? What about these people? You're able to do that with every other nation on earth, but when you do that with Black people, it becomes, well, what about these people? What about these people? What about these people? That's the same thing we face though too. Like when we even go outside and talk on the streets about our people and what the affliction we face, our own people are the first ones to say, well, what about these people? What about them? What about, it's the same thing. But if we went out on the streets and we talked about what's going on in Palestine, nobody would say, well, what about in the hoods in America? They would never do that, right? They will sit there, they'll listen, and they'll you guys are fighting a good cause, So that would happen if she tried to say, "Hey, my platform is going to be about Black people only, like helping Black people." She wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, you on mute too, Adam.
Again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim
were being asked about where they stood on reparations. And VP Harris decided to answer the question by focusing on,
do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists.
So hold on. So we had legalized segregation, and that, remember, that was grounds for the Asians to get a bill passed. Remember.
And is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we
have disparities in education, income, housing. Remember, that was grounds for Asians to get a crime bill passed. Now, I'm not speaking against the Asian community. I'm not pushing hate towards the Asian community. I'm just asking for the same standard that was used to pass a bill for Asians to be used for so-called Black and Hispanic people, Native American people.
Have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you use for.
But no, if you look at the reality
of give a rat's ass about Black people.
Yo, that was a good question. So so what she's talking about, I'm doing
from certain policies.
I'm doing something for the Black community. I got this little act that's gonna uplift them. But then
I got a little cord I'm gonna give them.
Yeah, a tax credit, it's gonna uplift them. And she said it's gonna uplift them by default, right? It's not tailor made. Remember the Asian hate crime bill is tailor made and to fit a certain demographic of people. This was tailor made for them. But now she's going to give us a bill. She's going to pass a bill that's going to help us. It's going to help everybody else as well. But it's not the same as a tailor made hate crime bill, right?
Fuck it.
Go ahead, King.
Con, because how many white people don't make 100,000 or make 100,000 or less? How many Asians make less than 100,000? Just think about it. How many people make less than 100,000? Like, so see how she's doing this? Like, it's gonna help Black people because there's a lot of Black people that don't make that much money, but that's not, like we said, that's not for Black people. Like, you got that Asian crime bill, which is specific for them. That's specific. You see what I'm saying? Hey, even when you look at what are they, the anti-Semitic, that's not a bill, but think about how that's completely tailor-made for them, right?
Yeah.
The hate that mutates. You can't say nothing about them or against them or anything that they feel and deem is anti-Semitic. They can use that's anti-Semitic, but you see how that's for them. It's like Black people, you don't have nothing for you, right? You don't have nothing for you, and this just shows it too, man. But I just wanted to go ahead.
Go ahead, I don't want to run.
No, you said Salakia, right?
Kind of don't want.
Go ahead.
I just did some research recently on reparations. It's ironic this comes up, and it was on the so-called Japanese man and woman during World War II. I won't get into it. During World War II, they were put in internment camps for being threats to national security, right? And over a span of about 50 years, starting in 1948 to 1999, they were awarded around $1.6 billion in reparations. $1.6 billion in reparations for Japanese Americans, or the Ammonites, what the Bible calls them. And so, in a span of 50 years, a bill was passed, a dollar amount was approved, and reparations were paid out. So this has been done before. In 1988, Congress passed a bill called the Civil Liberties Act. So they've done this before to this same people group. It's been done before, and yet we still wait, for our handouts like it's going to come or not. They did the research. They came up with a dollar amount. A law was passed within 50 years. $1.6 billion, over 82,000 people who are, related to being put in these internment camps during World War II.
God, right? This is the thing. And now that's the same thing is happening for multiple communities. The Irish community, right? All this restitution, right, is paid for atrocities that happen to people groups. But have yet to give it to the so-called Black and Hispanic and Native American community for working in fields, for building America. It's yet to be given, right? But then when asked about if anything is going to be done, because these people, look, Joe Biden's campaign was on what? You're not Black if you don't vote for me. Because who was he going against? Trump. So he said, all Black people rally behind me. But what have you done, though? Kamala Harris riding on the coattail. I'm a Black woman. This is just to get past the door, because it don't take much for you so-called Black and Hispanics to start lobbying after them. They brought what Kamala Harris brought I think he brought the WNBA, LSU, brought LSU to the White House, right? The women's basketball team for LSU playing Sexy Red up in there. Oh, got the hearts of Black people. Brought Kurt Franklin up there, right? Had Kurt Franklin dancing and singing. Got Black people, right? Hillary Clinton got y'all in the bag. What's she tell y'all? Who remember what Hillary Clinton told y'all? They must forgot. What Hillary Clinton told y'all to get, because it's so easy. I don't have to do nothing to win the hearts of so-called Black people. I just gotta entertain them. I gotta catch their eye with something, right? What about Jeremy? What about hot sauce? What about it though? Right? Oh my God, Eve took the bait. Right? Because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Right?
Yeah.
She said, man, because she said, I keep hot sauce in my purse. Right? She said, I keep it on me. I got it on me, is what she was saying. Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Joe Biden went to the Breakfast Club, told him, you're not Black if you don't vote for me. Right? All they gotta do is just say stuff or put a certain image, and they win the hearts. They don't have to actually do anything. Donald Trump got rappers behind him now, and now brothers is becoming Republicans off the strength. It don't take much. Nobody actually has to do anything for the so-called Black people to lobby behind them, but you.
Yeah.
They don't. Donald Trump ain't got to do nothing for you to get behind him.
Right.
Hillary Clinton didn't have to do nothing. Biden ain't have to do nothing. Kamala Harris, but Black Hebrew Israelites, y'all gotta do something for me to be behind y'all. For me to fund Dr. Umar's school, he gotta do something for that.
Right.
Trump didn't have to win your heart. Trump won your heart by Ice Cube validating him and other rappers validating him. Hillary Clinton won your heart by saying she got hot sauce in her purse. But now you need work when it's dealing with your people. It don't make sense. Right? I'm gonna finish this video off. Matter of fact, go ahead, Amar. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, just a quick point to what you said. Like with Trump, what it take for black people to really like start messing with Trump heavy? It was the stimulus checks did it back then, but like right now, Trump done got a mug shot, got shot at, and Jake saying that he invited to all the cookouts. Jake saying that he might be Jake, like he one of us. You know what I mean? Because that's what y'all feel like y'all identify with. Y'all identify with people go to jail, get shot. Y'all say Trump, like y'all respect Trump about that. Like that make you want to go vote for him. So they don't really have to do nothing for you. It's you just so accepting of people. You know what I mean? You accepting of anybody who tries to fit with your quote unquote culture. You just instantly like, okay, we accept them. You know what I mean? So it don't have to be no type of work done. It's just you just easily persuaded. It's easy to get somebody on your team.
So
like
he
Bill
invited
Clinton.
to the cookout because he a felon.
Yeah.
Like Bill Clinton, because he had hoes in different area codes. Jake right away accepted him.
Right? What they call him? But they was like, he's black. They were saying
The first
he's
black president kind of one.
Yeah, they say he's the first black president. They were saying that, right? Validating him because of what? That would, and then y'all was mocking Dr. Umar, mocking him when he was trying to build y'all sons a school. Look at the energy that y'all bringing out, bro. It's so dang on wicked, man. But let's continue on here. Watch this.
Disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
But when she used the words,
well, why? Y'all make sure y'all check. I don't want to take away from the sister channel, but make sure y'all go check out this full video. I'm gonna watch it to see what the sister. Because I'm glad. Hey, shout out to Sister Natasha Alpha for asking that question to her, just exposing the spirit of that woman, right? Because she just told you, I'm not gonna do nothing that's tailor-made for Black people. No. But what do you mean? Because we watching a video currently of you doing something tailor-made for the Asian community.
She said, "The hell with Black people." In other words, I don't want exactly what she said.
I'm not gonna do nothing that just because I'm gonna do something that tailor. Because look, if she was to give, it's only Indeed. Because if she was actually, her campaign was actually for Black people, she would not get voted in. Because then there'll be other Americans saying, no, but what about all people? Just like Amari was saying. Read that again in the book of Lamentations. Because this is what Jeremiah was crying for. He was lamenting about us not being able to have salvation. Us looking to a nation that's not going to help us. Right? And give me the book of Luke 17:21. Give me that. And I got another precept in the book of Isaiah. But read Lamentations again.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Right.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps.
You don't got to read on, but we looking for Kamala Harris. We're looking for all of these people to save us, right? And what? I think we got to get into it, bro. Matter of fact, before we get deep into it, right? Watch it for a nation to save us. Let's get another video. Drop that one. Go to the Ukraine one. Go to the Ukraine one. The one I posted. Go to the last video. This is the only this is gonna be the last video tonight. Then we're gonna get into some verses. Right. Because this video about to be long as a mug. I'm not talking about the one we watch, I'm talking about the one we make. Right, so we just gotta get it over with. I gotta understand. We watching for this nation. We watching for these people, these politicians. They're not doing nothing for us, and it's proven, right? It's proven that nothing is going to be done for your people. We can especially do something for the Asian community. Right? What we about to watch is they can specially do something for other people that's in need and disparaged. Right? Let's look at this video right here.
Here in Switzerland to stand with Ukraine and the leaders from around the world in support of a just and lasting peace. As we look forward to that peace and work toward that, the United States is committed to helping Ukraine rebuild. To that end, today, I am pleased to announce that the United States will provide more than $1.5 billion to address Ukraine's humanitarian and energy needs and to help relieve the suffering of the people of Ukraine.
What did that do for any American? What did that do for it? Because that's the standard. I'm not going to do something that just helps these people because I want to do something that helps all Americans. But helping Ukraine didn't help America out at all. It did nothing for the community that you say you backing. It did nothing. Sending money, you send trillions of dollars to Ukraine for what effect? Ripple effect to America. Because that's the standard, Amari. That's what she said. She said, I'm only going to do something that help all Americans.
Yup.
But you didn't, though. You helping Ukraine. You tailor-made a bill for Asians. Right? Oh, it's a video. Dang. It's a video. I wish this video was playing. And when she happy to talk about all the funds that they about to send for Israel, what did that do for the so-called black community? Or what did that do for Americans?
Right.
I don't. You know how much they get, and you can Google this. You know how much they give the Taliban every single week?
How much?
The Taliban. Remember, America stands by this. We do not make any negotiations with any terrorist group. We don't negotiate with terrorists. They give the Taliban literally 17 million a week. That's a week. Google it, family. That just shows you how wicked these people are. They lock us up for the smallest little thing, but when it comes to them, they're the so-called terrorists that they created. They even fund them. I go with that one.
So,
You got it. You got it, Arshala.
Add on y'all's point. Peace is not very profitable for America. Even if they're not directly on the front lines, they got their hands in it worldwide, whether it's funding weapons, intelligence, power, different technologies. Is just not profitable. So I yield on.
Con, get Asharla, get Isaiah. I don't know if you already had this out of one ready, but Isaiah 10:6. This the whole this the lesson right here. Right, this scripture. Now, of course, we got many scriptures that's gonna go into this, but this is what it boils down to, y'all. This is what it boils down to. Israel is what the Lord did, due to our disobedience, of course. This is the things that we we facing right now, right? Until Yahweh Shai comes. Go ahead and get that.
Carter wants the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, starting in verse 6, and it reads, I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
A who?
A hypocritical nation.
What's more hypocritical than sitting on this public platform saying that you will not do something that's tailor-made only for black people? And it sounds good to everybody. Like when you say that, okay, cool, like, because she's for my people too. It sounds good. You sound like you're saying something politically correct and then turn around and do things that's tailor-made for a specific people proudly. That you don't get more hypocritical than that, you see. But this is the hypocritical nation that we were sent to. We were not sent to a fair people. We weren't sent to a people that, if this makes sense, like a black man or black woman and child can be in America and things just make sense. It don't make sense. No matter how cool you want to be, no matter how much for their cause and you adopting their talking points, you still have to look in the mirror and say, this don't really make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense how our people
like the talking points they have against our people, but they don't hold those same sentiments and those same standards for other people, which is what we're going into right now. What your standard for the Asian bill is completely not for the same standard for Black people. Completely is not, because we fit all the criteria, if not more. And you say that you can't do nothing that's specific for our people because you got to be for everybody. But you would never do that for the Asians. You would never do that for the Jewish man. Just a hypocritical nation, man. Buy you on that.
All praises, man. That's a great point. Get the book of Isaiah chapter 36 and 6. Read the book of Luke 17:21 first. Great point, Omariah. Great point, King. Look at this, man. So all these nations, well, all these people that y'all are putting y'all trust in, they never, and they still don't have intentions on helping your people. They don't. But y'all are fools for trusting. I'm telling y'all now. I'm not telling you. We're not pointing at the hypocrisy of Kamala Harris to tell you to go vote for Trump. We're not pointing at the hypocrisy. We're not doing that. We don't want you to vote for none of them because none of them are for your people. None of them are going to make sure the needs of your people are met. Nobody's going to make sure the needs of your people is sustained. They're looking to help Israel. They're looking to help Ukraine before they help you, your Black ass, right? Your Hispanic ass. They're looking at everybody else to help but you. Let's read these precepts. And the Bible cuts you, right? Read this in the book of Luke first, then Isaiah.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, starting at verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall...
What you reading? Luke 17 and 21?
Salaki, I ran 21 and 17. Salaki. The book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 21. Neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there.
Hold on.
For behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
No, that's not the whoa. That's the spirit. Because that's the spirit. Hold that precept.
I got one, 2 out of 1.
What's that? What you just read?
Luke 17 to 21.
Dang. Where did I just go? That's the precept I wanted, but that's not the precept I wanted.
Hey, well, we're looking. Somebody give me a Psalm 118 and start at verse 8.
Yeah, grab that from.
You said Psalms 118.
Read on to verse 10.
Psalms 118.
Con.
Psalms 118, verse 8.
Con, verse 8 through 10.
Con. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 118, starting at verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man.
Salaki King. So one thing about us Israelites, it feels so good that we don't gotta put our trust in these people no more. That we don't gotta worry about voting no more, because we already understand this. We only have one Savior, which is the Most High, through His Son Yahushua. That's the beautiful thing about this truth right here. And that's what we're telling our people. Don't trust these people. Put your trust in the Most High. This kingdom is not gonna come unless you want it to come. Can I continue reading, King?
God, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes.
In prisons, nowadays you would call it like a president, right? The people that are in charge. It is 100 times better to trust in the Most High. Don't trust these damn snakes, these damn backbiting snakes, these damn heathens. All they care about is them Moab, who are going to be destroyed, who is a washpot. Why in the hell would he want to take care of a washpot? Continue, King.
All nations compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them.
Look at that. All nations. Not one nation. That goes for all nations. When people want to say these nations, no, all nations have came across the Israelites, have always been against the Israelites. But through the name of the Most High, we are going to destroy them. That's why we don't put our trust in them. We don't put our faith in them. We only put the faith in the Most High. And we do believe what it says right here, that we're going to destroy all these nations. Thus says the Lord. Thus says Yahushua. Through the strength of the Most High, we're going to overcome this. We do not care about these presidents. We do not care about what Kamala has to give to anybody. You can keep all that. We're getting this kingdom. I deal with that.
Hey, Salaki.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, and that's a great scripture. Add on too. You know, for all the brothers in here, prospects, soldiers, and our viewers watching, mark that precept in your Bible to prove that all nations are enemies against the Most High, His chosen nation. Because you got some people that say, well, not everybody, not all nations. They try to pick a certain few. And we have scriptures that we go to. We go to Maccabees. We go to Psalms 183. Right, talking about the enemies of Israel, but this is a good script. I'm just coming across this one, so this is a good one to show that hey, all nations are confederate against the Lord. All nations are enemies against Israel. Right. This is Psalms 118. I don't know if this is a Psalm of David. My Bible don't say that. If this is said from David, but hey, this is a great scripture though. All enemies are all nations are enemies of Israel. But go ahead, Adam.
Oh, praises, man. No, it's real, right? So it's. So then y'all are in a conundrum. Read this in Isaiah. Watch this. And y'all don't even understand. Some of y'all are selfish. Look, the people that's lobbying behind Kamala Harris is mostly women. All right, it's mostly so-called black women, right? And Kamala Harris is selfish because all she want to do is make history. She's not thinking about the well-being of America, right? We the Israelites. We don't care about the rising of America. We don't care about making America great again. Because we want this place to fall so that the righteous can rule the earth, right? But if you was really caring about the world, just think, right? They mad because a lot of people will criticize us by saying this. The only reason y'all just don't want a woman to rule, right? And y'all know how we feel about women in authority, predicated upon what the Bible taught us, right? But y'all gotta understand, who is America's enemies? Y'all put that in the chat. Who is America's biggest enemies? While they read this in the book of Isaiah 36.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6.
Right.
Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed.
So you people are y'all trusting in the staff of a broken reed. Read on.
On Egypt.
Whereon on captivity, you're trusting in captivity, read.
Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand.
So you're trying to lean or depend on this vote, these elections. On all 46 presidents, you're leaning on, right? But that trusting in that oppression is piercing your hand, right? Y'all got to understand, it's not doing nothing for your community. It's actually hurting it because nobody has ever done nothing for your people. But a lot of y'all going to say, y'all made this video about Kamala Harris. You didn't get on Trump. You didn't get on Biden. You're just doing it because she's a woman. But look at the people that are America's enemies right now. Russia, China, Iran, right? North Korea is another one. I don't know if anybody put North Korea. These people are very, very, very patriarchal, right? I think I used that word correctly. They're not gonna respect, right? They're not gonna respect a woman leader. They're not gonna do it. Just because she's the leader of America don't mean that they're gonna respect her. She's a woman. Are they respecting women in China? Are they respecting women in Russia?
Hell no.
They're respecting women in North Korea. According to your American standard of respecting women and women's equal rights, they're not doing the women are not doing what they're doing in America, in China, in North Korea, in Russia. They're not doing that. Go ahead.
You think them Ishmael nations that don't even let women go to school are gonna respect her?
Come on, bro.
Talking about shaking my hand like a shaking hand spirit.
Whoa, man.
Come on, Ishmael ain't playing that.
They locked up Eve in Dubai for yelling. Right? Make sure y'all liking this video. Yeah, they locked up Eve in Dubai for screaming because she was upset. Right? Imagine what is so now when they're not respecting America because they have a woman president, what's gonna happen? Kamala Harris is gonna have to flex some muscle, you know? And she's gonna have to get herself in a situation. She's gonna get America in a situation that's gonna destroy this place, man. Maybe Kamala Harris as president isn't a bad idea.
Hey, she had a briefcase to that button out of one. Let her wake up on the bad time of the month.
Right.
And Ishmael disrespect her. Hey, she might be like, I don't care. You're not gonna disrespect me.
And Putin say the wrong thing. Putin say the wrong thing. It's over with, man.
She's like that the whole time. Like, what you say, boy?
What you right?
She gonna hit that and did.
Cause you know, right. She gonna hit the and did. Cause you know she a shapeshifter. She Asian when she want to be Asian, right? She's East Indian when she want to be East Indian. She black when she want to be black. She gonna turn to Eve that day, right? I know he didn't, right? Press the button and did. Period. And you simple black women in America is gonna be behind it, man. Right?
She didn't get the Queen Latifah spirit and set it off out of one.
Go set the thing up, man. Right? How about the car? Right? But y'all gotta understand the reason why y'all are looking to these other nations is because you lazy. So-called black and Hispanic men, women, and children, right? Native American men, women, and children. Y'all are all lazy. I'm saying that. I'm not saying that with the same antic as a so-called white man. Not saying that. I'm saying you're looking for this nation to restore your community and not putting those bricks in yourself. Give me the book of Galatians. Give me the. I know you still in Luke 17 and 21. That's the precept I need, right? And get that precept in the book of 2 Corinthians that you found, right? Amari, get Luke 17. Y'all all get the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 4. Y'all lazy. Y'all not putting in that work. You looked for Kennedy to help you. You look for Abraham Lincoln to help you. You look for, if we go through the first president to the 46th president, you look for each and every one of them to do something for you. You look for 44 to do something for you, and he did nothing. You thought he was gonna come in. No, he helped the particular community out. Joe Biden went on Breakfast Club, said, "You're not black if you don't vote for me." First thing he did was help the certain community. The next thing he did, helped another community that was not your black and Hispanic tail. Right? These are things that has to be said because y'all are forgetting. I'm telling you not to vote. I am. But then some of y'all are going to feel defeated if you don't vote. Then you're going to be like, what else are we going to? You do it yourself. What you're expecting, what you're looking at these politicians to do for your community, do it yourself. Give me that in the book. Let me get Galatians 6 and 4 first. You do it
Galatians 6.
Go ahead,
Galatians 6 and 4. Mm-hmm. But let every man prove his own work.
You got to do it. You got to prove your own work. Read.
And then he shall rejoice, and then shall he rejoicing in himself alone.
See, if dang on the president dude, you can't rejoice in it your own. He gave you the sticks. But if you doing these things yourself, going into your own communities, outreaching to your own young men, right? Then you can glory in the work that you put in for your people. You're respected more, right? My grandma didn't just give me dollars. My uncle didn't just give me dollars. I had to work for it. Then I appreciate that dollar more. Then I'll hold on to it a little bit longer because I work for this. You see what I'm saying? If somebody give you something, you're going to squander it. The Lord made you the chosen people on earth. Deuteronomy 7:6 gave you the promises, gave you everything in this Bible, and you squandered it as a people. Now you smoking a black and mild on the curb, wondering if you're going to vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. It's more on that.
Kind of, it just finishes off with the not in another.
And not in another. Y'all are trusting and hoping that another help you. When you're men, you women, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans need to be going into your own communities and restoring it yourself. Right? Read your precept, Arshallah. You on mute, King.
Salakia. It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 15. Not boasting of things without our measure.
Right.
that is of other men's labors.
So you're not boasting of things of your measure. You're boasting in things that's another. You're prepared to boast in a thing that's another person's labor. She's the president. She should be able to do it. When she gets in office, she's gonna do this. But no, she's not. Have you not learned? Did you not learn by Barack Obama? Did you not learn that they not gonna do nothing for you? They'll do something for everybody else but you, but the people that built this place on their backs. Their whipped backs, right? Read that from the top again, King.
Call out of one.
Mm-hmm.
Of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 15. Not boasting of things without our measure, that is of other men's labors, but having hope when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you according to our rule abundantly.
So according to our ability that God give us, that's what the Lord is going to be glorified in this thing, right? All praise to the Most High. That's a great precept, King. Fits it very well, right? Go ahead, give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 14 while you there, and give me and then we're gonna read Luke, right? I gotta understand this. This is a biblical concept. Don't be glorying in another man's work. Don't be glorying in what somebody's done for you. See what this precept says, right? Right? Read that in 1 Corinthians.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 14. If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward.
If you wait, read it from the top again, King.
If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon,
if your work abide that you built, read on,
he shall receive a reward.
You're gonna receive a reward, man. See, every so-called Black and Hispanic that's watching this video that was riding on Kamala Harris' coattail, that's riding on Donald Trump's coattail, stop it. Get some help and build your own community, man. Y'all looking for all these things to save us, not understanding the words of our Lord, man. Let's get that in the book of Luke, man. Let's hear the words of our Lord.
Luke 17 and
21.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 21. Neither shall they say, lo, here, or lo, there.
Right.
For behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
So the kingdom, the tools to grabbing the kingdom and having the kingdom, you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, riches, honor, and glory, peace, right? The oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, pursuant to the book of Isaiah, chapter 61. In order for y'all to get the rest that you're looking for, it's within you. The work that has to be put in is on your shoulders. Don't look for all of the plethora of presidents to help and build your community. You have to do it. Because we've seen a track record of Kamala Harris, who y'all knew. That's y'all new Democratic hope right there. We've seen her ability. We've seen the things. We've seen her spirit. We looking straight through her. And we know that woman ain't going to get in office and help us, man. We already know it. Be smart. And build up your own community. That's why the brothers is on the corners every week in and week out putting in this work. To do as Nehemiah and Ezra did, build the temple back up, put them bricks in.
Right.
If y'all have any questions, y'all go ahead and put them in the chat. What time is it?
7:51.
I wish I didn't start so late. I had more videos to show y'all. We had more points to bring out. Right. We had more points to bring out. We got more videos. But, man, I started too late, man. So lucky, y'all.
Hey, we're going
Israel will vote once every 4 years and do nothing else to help their community. Facts, man. Y'all vote. But then y'all sit back and try to let the person, all right, I trusted. Y'all voted for Barack Obama, but y'all sat back and tried to watch him do something for 8 years. 8 years, and he did nothing. Mm-hmm. He did nothing. Didn't he? I think that the first year, You know, he had to talk his stuff, but that second year he coasted. He ain't had to do nothing. He still look. He had 2 terms. The first term did nothing. Second term still did nothing. Got in office, man. Y'all so simple, right? So simple, man. So-called black people. Y'all just like imagery. Y'all just like symbolism. Y'all like the feeling, right? Y'all not moved by actual actions, man. Did nothing, right? All right, Bree. Did nothing, right? What else y'all doing besides talking? What else are y'all doing besides talking on the corner? So before you belittle, matter of fact, I'm gonna put a link in the chat for cuz. Because if you're so bold, if you're so emboldened, hop on the live, man. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
He and Slakia, that's the kind of, and not to get too deep, we're gonna see if he jump on, but that is the kind of question that we expect for somebody who just don't know what's going on. That's the best way to describe it, not to belittle him and put him down. But and he said it right there too. That's the spirit. He said he's not trying to belittle, but that's something that we would expect for somebody that don't know what's going on with us. Like,
I'm glad you're not trying to belittle. If he's sincere, let's have a conversation. Still click that link. You're not trying to belittle. Let's have a sincere conversation. Go ahead, click that link, King. Or sister. I don't know. Yeah, King, go ahead. Go ahead, guy. Hit that link.
Usually when people ask those kind of questions, what they want is this, right? They want us to focus on building a community, which of course would be nice. Building a restaurant, building a hospital. Yeah, that would all be nice, right? But number one thing we gotta change first is our people's minds. That's been happening many times where people build this, people build that.
We have the same mind, bro.
People have these kind of schools going, but guess what? If you don't change somebody's mind, it's still the same thing. The ghetto's still the ghetto. Simple as that.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy. Click the link. Yeah, bro. But SOT, we got the same mind. Because that's exactly... Don't belittle. Because what he did was... Go ahead and click the link, Jeremy. So we can have a conversation.
If it's going to be long, we'll continue next week. Jeremy, I think, wants to talk about saving Donald Trump.
Yeah. So, let's not belittle the work that's done on the corner. First off, doing that work on the corner is not a light thing at all.
Hell no.
Right? By any stretch of the imagination, y'all may see us on the corner and say that's easy. No, because you're not doing it. First off, you're not getting up and sacrificing every week, 2 days, 3 days out the week, 4 days out the week to teach this word. You're not doing it. It's work. Balancing your family, balancing the body, you're not doing it. It's work. First off, right? But just imagine, look at all the men that you see on the corner and just know that each and every one of those men were in wickedness. Each and every one of them men were the self-destructing cell in their community. They were part of the destruction of their community, whether they were selling drugs, whether they was whoring out there, whether they were treating their women like objects, right? Where they were being lazy, right? Stealing, killing, incarcerated. You name it. Look at them. Look at the brothers that's on the corner. They're coming from all of those walks of life, right? But now they're changing the way. Now they changed their life, and now they're trying to change the minds of the brothers that's around them, the brothers and sisters that's in their communities. Look at the sisters that sit outside with us at camp. Those sisters was not building up their houses. They were destroying it.
That's right.
Now look at those sisters. Now they changed their life, and now they're teaching the young women also. That's not no light thing, the things that we doing on the corner, man. Right? It's not. Hold on, Jeremy. We're going to bring this brother on. Right? What's up with it, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Jeremy? Shalom, King.
Shalom.
You.
Jeremy, you're hot. Mic check, mic check.
Talking to me?
Oh, not Jeremy. My fault. What's girl's name?
Computer Man.
You said Computer Man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, computer man, you hot, man. What's the word? Like, I seen your question. Don't take it light. Like the work that brother.
No. See, yeah, I'm not taking anything light.
All praises.
This is where I'm coming from. So what I see from y'all, and I'm not knocking y'all at all, because at least y'all doing something.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But I live in North Carolina, and I basically I'm a corporate guy now. I work in corporate America, so I was working around my area and downtown. You know what I'm saying? And I moved, so I'm not really down there unless I go to church.
Are you in the church? Are you in the truth?
Nah, I'm like in a regular church, like a church. You know what I'm saying? Like a, so we follow the Bible, and I mean I listen to some of what y'all say, and I understand y'all making more sense than anybody out there.
All praises.
You know what I'm saying when it comes to talking about Kamala Harris and Trump and all that craziness. I mean that's just ridiculous. I mean that's just I don't understand what people are seeing. I mean from people in our churches, from people that's not in it. I mean I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Right.
Y'all the only ones that's making sense. What I'm talking about is like beyond that. Because I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to belittle nobody because at least y'all are doing something. I just don't know because I see y'all in the corner and I see y'all roasting people, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I get it. I understand because I mean, it's funny sometimes because y'all some of y'all comedians, y'all be roasting people hard, bro. And then some of you, I mean, y'all be telling the truth sometimes. Sometimes I don't really understand where y'all coming from, but overall, I think it's a good thing that y'all doing. But what else is it just besides what y'all doing on the corners? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to be funny.
Nah, for real. All praises, man. Thank you for that question. Right. Thank you for being so genuine. Hopefully we can get you out of that white supremacist cult named Christianity. Hopefully we can get you out of that too. Right?
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I got some things to say about that as well, but we can talk about that.
Then we can't talk about it. Well, like I was saying, don't doubt the movement. Because imagine if we get some land, we buy a little island, and we invite all black people there. It's gonna fail. Do you know why it's gonna fail, Ken?
Yeah, I know why. Because we
Why
don't
would
have the resources, we don't have the manpower, we don't have the understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing, because the economic spending power of the so-called black people is trillions, right? We hold a lot of economic spending power, right? So if we'll take that dollar and do a Black Wall Street again, right? We would succeed, right? We would cause the people that's coming against us to have to work. Now that can happen. The Israelites can push that movement. But it's the reason why it's going to fail is because the new mindset of our people today, the mindset of our women, the mindset of our youth, the mindset of grown men, right? It's westernized and it's indoctrinated into self-destruction. Okay? So if we build another Black Wall Street, let's say the Israelites did it. We put our money in and we built the Black Wall Street. It's gonna crumble because of the mindsets of the people. They have brothers sleeping with other brothers' wives over here. Now they shooting over here. They done brought the gangs back over here. You see what I'm saying? All of that westernized indoctrination that's destroying our people right now. We're just gonna bring it over there. That's all that's gonna happen. The first step in healing and the first step in getting our people right is changing their mindset. You got to change their mindset. You have to give them a sense of morals, right? And that's the importance of this groundwork, or when we're going on the corner. That has to be done first, right? Our people got to be on a certain mindset. If we're gonna build, if we're gonna do anything, their mind got to change, right?
So I mean, is there a timeline to what y'all doing?
Is a
Because
time.
like I said, I don't know anything about y'all except for what I see on. I mean, like I said, we got some brothers that come on. They live around my area. Well, they live around the area that I used to stay at, and they'll be on the corner. And I mean, basically, they speak some truth, and they roast folks, and they speak some truth, and they roast folks. And I say they roast folks. What I mean is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be funny.
You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible?
I do, yeah.
Okay, Khan. You believe that Christ is gonna come back?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, yeah, Khan. So
yeah.
So Now the world we living in, get the book of Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. The world we living in.
And you said second what? Ezra?
Ezra, yeah, second Ezra. You familiar with the Apocrypha?
Nah, see, I don't know that. I know like the Bible.
You know the King James Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the King James Bible, it was published in 1611, right? 1611. The 1611 King James Bible is complete with the Apocrypha, right? The Protestant Reformation took out these books, right? Now it went from 80 books to 66 books, right? Who gave them the authorization to take out those books? They did it of their own accord. So we, because we have those manuscripts that complete the documents, complete that body of work, we use it. And it's a lot of history and doctrine in here, right? That's complete. Jesus Christ kept the feast of dedication.
No, I don't know anything about that. What?
So in the book of John, Christ kept the feast of dedication, and the only place you find the feast of dedication as a Israelite holiday is in the Apocrypha. Right. So, but read that in the book of Isaiah 6 and 11, 6 and 9. So with this work don't stop, man. Right. Go ahead, King. Read that.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. So the thing that we wait, it is a time period. We waiting on the Lord. Right now, we're doing what the Lord has told us to do, is going to the highways and the hedges and teaching the word of God, renew the minds of the people, right? Because it's important. What's going to happen is that the people that run the world today, they're going to fall. And the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to rise up and take that kingdom, right? But the mindset that the so-called black people, so-called black Hispanics and Native American have to have is the mindset of the word of God. We have to make the laws, commandments, and statutes of God our mentality again, right? Because we read in the book of Leviticus chapter 19, where it teaches us that it's against God's laws and commandments to have a grudge against your brother. Imagine what that single teaching will do to the black community. Wouldn't it change it, brother?
Yeah, of course.
So if we start making the actual ways of God our culture again, then it would completely turn us to a 180. But God first, the teaching has to happen. The teaching, the reinstruction, and the reforming of the brothers' minds, the sisters' minds has to happen first. Then Christ is going to come and give us His kingdom. The kingdom that you see around you is going to fall, and the people of the book are going to rise to the occasion of ruling the earth. And how we're going to rule it, not by the 60,000 laws America have, by over 613 commandments that the Most High has. Right? Does that make sense, Kenny?
Yeah, it does.
All praises to God. Watch this. Give me the book of Isaiah. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
yeah,
and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them.
So Israel is going to be chosen to have, this is it. The Israel is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right?
Okay, so where did you get that from? I think that's another question I have for y'all. Because, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you.
Nah, brother. I brought you in to have a conversation.
So I mean, for me, when I hear that, right, like we are Israelites and all this stuff, it sort of seems to me, and I'm not, like I said, this is coming from a place of understanding. I'm not trying to play nobody. Seems to me like y'all pandering to them, like the same way that the people, the Democrats, because I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. I think they both is ridiculous. It makes no sense to me, right? So the same way we pander to them. Oh man, y'all need to do something for it. Like it's the same way from my understanding. Now, where does that come from, and why is that like a big deal? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that part.
I mean, I have no problem with showing you. Go to the book of Deuteronomy. So according to the Bible, archaeology and history, we are the Israelites, right? I'm gonna show you some. You believe that the Bible is a prophetic book, right?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a living
Okay.
word. Yeah.
So this prophetic book, it prophesied the Israelites going through certain things, and the things that it prophesied the Israelites going through is the life of the disobedient so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? Watch this. Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you something, King. And
I
then
don't
give
want
me the
Amari's in the back. I don't want.
Amari in the back.
God.
Right? Get that in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. And give me 46. That's a good question.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right? Amari, give me the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 13. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes what I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, according to the Bible, Moses is speaking to the Israelites right now. If we read Deuteronomy 1:1, it'll tell you this is the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. And he said, if you do not keep the commandments of God, that these curses will come upon you and overtake you. Right? So if the Israelites don't keep the commandments, they will be cursed. Let's see something about these curses. Give me the verse 64. 46. Read verse 45 first. Watch this. Just so you know I'm not adding to it.
Come on, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So the curses are going to chase you, overtake you, and pursue you until it destroys you. Read on.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Because you chose not to listen to God. That's why these curses will come upon you, chase you, until it destroys you. Read.
To keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Read on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses are going to be upon you for a sign. If you know anything about a sign, it's an identifying marker. The reason why you know we the Sons of Thunder is because we have a sign on our shirts that say Sons of Thunder Israelites, right? That works with anything, Nike, Adidas. You can visually see it because the signs that's on it, right? So now you know the Israelites because you know the Israelites and that they're being disobedient because the signs that's on them, right? And the signs are what? What's the signs?
A marker.
They're a marker, but what are the markers? The what?
The curses.
I was saying that the brother was following.
Okay, con.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. The sign is the curses, right? That's how you know who the Israelites are and that they're being disobedient, right? So let's read. So they're gonna be a sign and a wonder, and where? Read.
Con. A sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So you're gonna be able to go through the dispensation of time and see that the Israelites are being disobedient and who they are because of the curses. Let's read. I'm gonna read a couple, and I'm gonna ask you who these things happen to. Let's go to verse 16 first.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
right?
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
So one of the reasons why our people are looking to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and these people for their help and relief is because they're cursed in the city. So whoever the Israelites are, they're going to be cursed in the city, right? We're looking. I just seen, I believe it's in Chicago, right? In Illinois, where this lady got shot in her own kitchen in the face, right?
Yeah.
Because she had a pot in her house. He said, if you don't put that pot down, I'm going to shoot you in the head. I'm going to shoot you in your effing face right now. And he did it. There's nobody else plagued like that. Nobody else has those type of things. That's why the Bible says.
There's plenty of other nations, there's plenty of other cultures that have oppression in their states, in their, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm trying to understand.
But this is talking to a specific people, right?
Yeah.
Is this talking to everybody?
No, but you're saying that based off of you can spot people that are of this based off of the plagues that they experience.
Exactly.
But
Watch this.
everybody is experiencing those plagues in different areas. I mean, it depends on, you know, where you're located and who's your oppressor, who's over you,
Okay.
you know?
All right.
Right?
I understand that. I understand that mindset that you have, King. Right. So, but let's look at it. So when the text is talking to Israelites, right?
Right.
Right. We're gonna get there. When the text is talking about Israelites, it's telling a specific group of people that these things will happen to them and to their generations. Right.
Right.
It's going to be upon thy seed forever. We just read that. So now we will be able to pinpoint, not me, the Bible said that we'll be able to pinpoint those people because of these curses, right? So if you said, you're going to say this, but when as we go through them, you're going to see the curses narrow down who it's speaking to,
Okay.
right? More praises. So it's going to be cursed in the city and where else?
And
In the
curse shall
field.
be in the field.
In the field, right? That who is that? I don't know. Who was cursed in the field? Who was cursed to do field labor? Let's continue on. Let's read verse 54.
Verse 54.
Uh-huh.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Right. Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
So now we're looking at another curse that's telling me that we used to have empathy towards one another, but now we have an evil eye towards one another. Not only towards each other, but towards our relationships and our children, which she shall leave, which we're gonna leave. Now you're not about to. So the same people that's cursed in the city and cursed in the field, they're gonna suffer from this curse and leaving their kids, single parent households, fatherless households, right? Hatred towards one another in their own community. I don't know. It looked like it sounds like it's narrowing that down for me. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Before we read 28 and 68, read me verse 48.
Verse 48.
Read.
Therefore shall thou serve thine.
Read 68 first.
68.
And
the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
This word Egypt. So another curse. Not only will you be cursed in the city and cursed in the field, you're gonna hate your brother. Y'all gonna have an evil eye towards one another. You're gonna leave your kids, but I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again. That word Egypt means slavery or bondage, right? Let me get the book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 13.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 13.
I'll prove that Egypt means slavery.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Now these are the conditions of Egypt. Give me the book of Exodus chapter 20 and 2. These are the condition of Egypt. The condition of Egypt is that the children of Israel were serving in Egypt how? Read.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Oh,
you keep going? Okay. Verse 13. Now verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
Read.
In mortar and in brick, and in manner of all service in the field.
So the Lord is going to bring you in that same type of slavery in mortar, building buildings and monuments, and in all services of the field. Isn't that what the so-called Black and Hispanic and Native American people were doing in America? In that slavery, when we building their buildings, the Lord is going to bring you into that same type of slavery, right? That's why he said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. Give me that in Exodus 20.
Another one, it's the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. Read. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
So the Egypt is synonymous. Those words are basically synonyms, right? Egypt means bondage. Egypt is a Greek word. The Old Testament was written in Hebrew, right? But when you look at this word Egypt in the Hebrew, it means between a rock and a hard place, or a burden on you, right? So the Lord is going to bring you into slavery again, but how? Read.
Okay, so like out of 1. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. Who is brought to slavery by ship? The same people that's cursing the city in the field, the same people that's leaving, the same men that's leaving their households fatherless, leaving their women single, that's hating their own brother in their heart will go into slavery again with a ship. Read.
It's like out of one. Even on the pyramids, when you look at the slaves themselves, what color were they? How did they look like?
Right.
Come on, continue on.
Read on.
Again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Mhm.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So we're in an instance where these people that's going through these curses are now coming to slavery and sold for bondmen and bondwomen, right? Being brought to a slavery by ship to serve in the field, to build up monuments in brick and mortar, right? All of these things, remember, are a sign upon who the Israelites are, right? It's just all you gotta do is scroll up, Jeremy. All you gotta do is scroll up and find that one I sent them, right? Read me 48, and this is gonna be the last one, King.
Come, verse 48.
Mhm.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So in this, when you curse in the city and you curse in the field, when you brought to slavery by ship and sold to your enemies, you're gonna serve your enemy. Read.
Serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until thou have been destroyed. Until he has destroyed thee.
Khan, do you think who has all these things happen to collectively?
Yeah, black people do.
Right, so-called, but it's not just black people. It's so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We all shared that same plight. We all shared that same bondage, that same slavery. It's sold to our enemies, right?
I mean, but so did the Palestinians, the Israelites, I'm not the Israelites. I mean the Jews. I mean, it's been a lot of different people who have had that same plight. I mean, it's sort of like whenever somebody's on top.
So you telling me the Israeli people went to a slavery where they were shipped on boat? They went to slavery by way of
shipped to Israel, to what is it, Egypt?
You said what?
They were shipped to Egypt.
You said they were shipped to Egypt?
Yeah, not on a ship, but they were moved to Egypt. I mean, you know, the Israel. I mean,
now this prophecy is saying that the Israelites, whoever they are, would go to slavery. The same type of slavery that they were doing in Egypt. They're going to do it again. But this time, they're going to be shipped there. Are you telling me Jewish people went into slavery where they were shipped?
During the Holocaust, when they murdered and all that other stuff,
but I'm saying
no, they weren't. So what happened there?
In
I mean,
Deuteronomy,
it's not like I don't care. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
Right. In Deuteronomy 28 and 68, we just read a curse. One of the signs,
I'm looking at it right now.
Right, and one of the signs is saying that I'm a send you to slavery again, but this time I'm gonna send you by ship, and you're gonna be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. You telling me that happened to Jewish people? And are you telling me that Jewish people had yokes of iron on their necks?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That when we look historically, when we look at that historically, we see that happening to our people. You know that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't know that. Yeah,
but
that has happened to us. But what I'm saying is
when we read, when we read it, so like, forgive me, brother. When we're reading this, it's telling us it's happening to a group of people. It's not like you're gonna say, well, we can see hatred or hurt happening to these people, but the Bible is telling me this is prophetically speaking, right? And it's telling me that this prophecy is to a certain group of people. It's telling me this, not me. It's telling me that it's happening to the Israelites, right? Now, me saying, all right, now does everybody become an Israelite? Is that what the Bible is teaching?
No.
No, everybody isn't an Israelite. Only it's a certain group of people, a certain nation. Now, this nation of people went into slavery, sold to their enemies, and had yokes of iron on their neck until they're destroyed. This certain people have a history of fatherless households. When I'm looking at these curses, I'm looking at a certain group of people and demographic. The same people that came over to America by ship, the same people that were sent to Spain by ships.
Okay.
Right? You can't that hasn't happened to everybody on earth. Right? That's a specific thing that happened to a certain group of people, and that's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? You can't get that. So now, understanding that.
So, okay.
Go ahead, Ken. I got thrown off.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying that the people, and I'm sorry, man, I'm working, so sometimes I get a little bit disoriented because I'm doing stuff as well here.
You good.
I work night shift,
Okay.
but on what I'm saying is, so you're saying blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yes, sir.
So why are not Africans put in that, since they were all brought from Africa? I mean, we were brought over from that. Like, how does that come in the mix?
Okay, that's a great question. We did all come from Africa. Even the natives to America, and right, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans, right? They all identify from coming from Africa, right? This is a fact. The continent is very rich in culture, so rich in fact that even the people and tribes that are there don't associate themselves to be the same. Don't you agree, King?
You said what? Even the tribes
that's there, yeah, the tribes that's there are they don't associate themselves with each other. Like, you would ask a Nigerian, is he the same as a Libyan? They would not say that they're the same people. A Nigerian,
no, they're not the same people.
So a Nigerian is not an Ethiopian, right?
Right. There.
But they both came from Africa, though, King.
Right. It's like different families, different cultures, different tribes.
So we believe, although we do come from around that continent, that we're not the same people as them. Do you understand? Like a Egyptian is not the same as a Moroccan. See what I'm saying?
All right, but what makes you different? I mean, I understand moving to another country being
No, not that. We just a whole different. Like, they try to say Africans sold their own people into slavery. No, Africans sold another tribe of people into slavery,
right?
And that was the Israelites. They sold the Israelites into slavery. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Because look.
So what? So you're
watch this. So watch it. Because a lot of Africans try to say that. Oh, you are people, right? Why y'all disassociate yourselves with African? But I'm saying, but one of the things that needs to be understood is we're not the same people. How I know we're not the same people is when I was getting my back beat in for over 400 years, y'all didn't send one warrior over here to liberate us. Not one. But you want to claim that we had, because we just talked about this on our Friday class. I don't know if you've seen it. But they was
no, this is my first time tapping into y'all. I've never really sat down and listened.
Okay, all praises. Well, they was telling our elder on one of these talk platforms. They was telling him, you get you get this from our culture, and you try to disassociate yourself as a Black American. But the things that they're saying that we get from their culture, right? It's not proof that we their people. Because if you say I'm getting this eating black eyed peas from you, but where was y'all at when we were getting our back beaten when we was in slavery? Because last time I'm not selling my daughter. It's like the people of your community are your biggest asset. That's your wealth, right? The people of your community. You're not about to sell the people of your community for guns and for liquor. You're going to sell your slaves for that, right? You're going to sell the lesser of your community for those things. Not the valued daughters and sons. You're not going to send those people. You're going to send the people that you don't like, your enemies, right? And that's what happened to us as slaves. That's why nobody came. Why don't you think no dang? And I'm not gonna make mockery because you said we be roasting. I'm ready to get on them, but they didn't send no warrior over here, to help you, right? So you can't tell me that they are people, right?
I got a precept for you, out of one.
But we do, but like we was because we got the sub-Saharan slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade. Our people were sent to the four corners of the earth. So in Africa currently, the continent, we do have our people there. There are our people in the Igbo tribe. There are our people in the Ashanti, right, Mandingo tribe, right? We have these different tribes that have Israelite heritage, right, that are still over in West Africa, right, and other places in the continent as well, right? But at the end of the day, no folly, shalom. But at the end of the day, we know that through biblical prophecy that the Most High is going to gather us up. But the main place He's going to gather up the Israelites is from North America. We'll prove that. Give me that in the book of Jeremiah 33, I believe. But go ahead, y'all.
John, real quick, I don't want. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptian and Israel.
Right. So the Lord puts a difference between the people. Right. All people are not the same. Just because we dark, because I'm a dark skinned brother, but I know East Indians, right, Arabs that run gas stations in my old neighborhood that's darker than me. But did that make us the same people, King?
No.
We around, but if you look at the continent, we around them. You see what I'm saying? We around them.
Yeah.
That don't mean we the same people as them. You see? You can't say where does Africa come? Because that's a whole continent rich in all type of culture, all type of people. You have to be more specific. So in the Ghanaian tribes, in the Nigerian tribes, we definitely got people in there. Igbo, like I said, Ashanti, Mandinka, right? Just different tribes. We've done history on that go back to those men in Israel, right? And then when you come over here, I don't know if in Las Lunas, Mexico, they had the Ten Commandments and Paleo Hebrew written down. How can somebody that came from the Bering Strait write the Paleo Hebrew Ten Commandments? Where they get that language from? They try to say Native Americans and natives to Mexico and things in that nature. They came from a Bering Strait. They Asians, but they had the Ten Commandments in Hebrew. They had what is it called? Heirlooms of Assyrian script. You see what I'm saying? Those are all come from that continent. I hope I answered your question, brother.
Yeah.
All praises. But yeah, man. So us being the Israelites, we got to understand. We got to repent and keep His commandments. Right. That's the most important thing on this earth is keeping the commandments. Something the Christian church don't teach. What's your name, King?
Matthew. That's my.
Matthew.
Yeah.
I'm Durock. Nice to meet you.
Matthew.
If you would like to have it's getting real late. I started too late to have these conversations.
Oh no, you fine, man. I got to get off anyway too.
All
so
right,
I understand.
All praise. I hope we had a great conversation, man.
No, you answered some questions because I mean, honestly, today, man, it's been kind of crazy because I've been listening to these people, and I came in right when you were talking about, like people just being misled and thinking that these people are gonna save them, like pandering to these people and thinking that, oh yeah, if I do this, if we just get up and vote and everything be fine, and that makes no sense to me, dog, like at all. It's like just like you said, they just been saying these things for a long time. So I understand the community part. That's what I'm about. I mean, my church, they do a lot in the community, like build, help people, with food and stuff. I mean, what I'm saying, like a lot of their education, building, stuff like that. And that's what I'm about. I mean, I like church. Church is cool. I'm a musician as well, so I play in my church.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is helping out my community because I don't really live there anymore. I'm good. Like, God he blessed me.
Right.
So I don't live in the same place that I grew up. So now I'm trying to give back. And I'm seeing a lot of like, like our people, like when we go, we bounce, man. Like we out. Like we don't give nothing back. Like all my boys is really doing stuff. They don't care no more. It's a wrap. So,
Exactly.
I was just want to know more, but I'll hit y'all up, man.
Yeah, our email right here is on the bottom of the screen, bro. Maybe we
All
can
right.
have another discussion. If you
Cool,
got any
cool.
questions, hit us up for sure.
I got you.
I enjoyed our discussion, man. A lot of people can't have a peaceful dialogue like that, and I'm glad you got an intensive here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Same with you, man. Because I know some people. Like I said, I done been on the other side of y'all before, and there's y'all be going hard, so it's cool, man. I appreciate it. Y'all be safe now.
All right, you as well, my brother. Shalom. Peace, King.
Shalom, Matthew.
Hey, man, all praise to the Most High, man.
All praises,
man. That was a great conclusion to that lesson. All praises to the Most High. Thank y'all, brothers and sisters, for joining us for this another Truth Tuesday, man. Shout out to that brother Matthew, man. Y'all keep that man in his prayers. Hopefully, we can get him out that white supremacist cult called Christianity.
That's right.
That's right.
Maybe we can get him out of there, man. One day we can get him on and talk about keeping these laws, right? But all praise to the Most High. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Kamala Harris cannot save you. You have to save yourself, right? You have to save yourself by changing the minds of your community. But first, you have to change the mind of yourself. We love y'all, family. It's our prayer, heart's desire for all Israel to be saved. Khan,
I don't want.
Before I let y'all go, King.
I don't want family. Be safe.
Hold on, before I let y'all go. No, this is not the right one. Before I let y'all go, you make sure y'all RSVP for this tabernacles, man.
Yeah, do that.
Y'all almost forgot, man. We got tabernacles coming up.
On the way.
You brothers and sisters, man, that's gonna join us. Make sure y'all inquire about that tabernacle shirt, right? And for the brothers and sisters that's not gonna be joining us, but you still want that memorabilia, right? We would love to ship you out a shirt. We would love to ship y'all out some of that merch. Y'all go ahead and inquire about it. Hit us up on our feast day email. It's the one that's scrolling at the bottom. The feast day email. If you would like to congregate with Sons of Thunder Israelites for a feast, send us an email at sotfeastday@gmail.com. Please do not be like your wicked forefathers that were in the wilderness.
That's right.
And RSVP at the last minute. RSVP now. All praise to the Most High. We love y'all, family. It's our prayer and heart's desire for all Israel to be saved, huh?
Shalom, family. We love you, Israel.
Whoa.
Shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.